Hi, my name is Charlotte. I'm the president of UEA Feminist Society. I wanted to talk today about the hashtag femtalks topic 1, which is tell us about someone from the past who inspires your feminism. This person isn't technically from the past because she's still alive, but kind of it inspired me a lot. She inspired me a lot growing up, and I recognise that she's probably quite a problematic person to have chosen, but I think it's important that we acknowledge the people who inspired us throughout our childhood, even if they didn't necessarily conform to what we would call good feminism now. And that person is Madonna. And yes, she also obviously as well used to be a lot more outspoken and a lot more kind of influential, whereas now she's kind of Madonna. Hers was one of the first albums I ever listened to. The Immaculate Collection was the first tape I had, yeah, I love listening to her songs because obviously they were catchy, but they contain messages that I hadn't heard much in music before, and I didn't really ever listen to music much up until that point. And I think I listened to her song "Ray of Light," and that was the first proper song that I ever really liked, which was a big influential thing anyway. But yes, so listening to songs like Open Your Heart and like watching the video for that was massive. That was a huge part in me realising that I didn't have to conform to what I was told to be. And while obviously now we kind of don't see it as that shocking, it was quite, obviously I know I wasn't alive when it was considered shocking, but watching that when I was young, that was huge to me, because it was, as a woman exploring her sexual identity, it was a woman accepting that men do look at her and embracing that and saying, look at me then, and earning a lot of money out of it and making a career out of it, and making some quite empowering music, and that was huge to me. Obviously, yes, we all know that Madonna is pretty much the pinnacle of white feminism, and probably, well, not even I mean, I don't know if we necessarily say that she's the feminist icon we used to call her, but I definitely think she was an important part of my past, at least, or at least of the past, in terms of feminism and bringing ideas around feminism to mainstream media. And because that was pretty big, because before that, feminists were Germaine Greer and feminists were unattractive and blah blah blah. And obviously I don't think there's anything wrong with the feminist stereotype and seeing feminists as these unattractive, man-hating, unshaven women, because lots of feminists are, and that's fine too, and there's nothing wrong with not conforming to what men want of us. But it was also, for me, quite a good example of a woman who still looked like what the media wanted her to, but still had these ideas and broke out of the mold of that stereotype, which for me was quite important, because I never really related to the kind of more stereotypical side of feminism, and it was important to me that I could still wear makeup and still be sexy and still look good, and because I wanted to in myself, not because I wanted to for a man, but also be still taken seriously and still considered as a feminist, which is huge for me. And that's a big thing that I will always stand by, is that you can look how you want, but I really don't like it when, one of my least favourite things in feminism is when you're told you can't dress a certain way because it's not feminist enough, and then it just becomes, it's kind of the opposite of what we're all trying to achieve. So I try and do more. When we do have more femtalks topics, I'd like to try and do more videos and stuff, and hopefully provide help with other people. I may not as well choose the most iconic intersectional people, especially in this particular case. And yes, I completely understand that Madonna is so problematic, and is incredibly has culturally appropriated a lot, especially like Vogue and things like that. And so there's a whole lot wrong with her as a feminist, and there's a whole host of problems. And not for one second do I not think about that and criticize that, but I do think that incorporating feminism into music was important, and feminism to mainstream media, and realising that women can wear makeup and still be feminists and still and even, yeah, you can't just tell a feminist by whether you find her attractive or not, because lots of feminists are mainstream, are attractive in a mainstream way, lots are not. And that doesn't matter because, well, it does, because obviously patriarchy affects us differently, but that doesn't mean that we can't all be included. So yes, I hope everyone enjoys working through this topic. I hope to see some really lovely submissions, probably a lot better than mine. Please follow our Tumblr, and please contribute to more femtalks, because it's a really fun way to get our Tumblr a bit more active, but also it's really fun and really interesting to see what our members and other people think about our topics, because yeah, I think there are so many women out there from the past who've inspired so many feminists, and yeah, it's just really cool. So I will see you soon.